Anita lived in a world of sparkling diamonds and silk dresses. Her father, a titan of industry, showered her with affection and luxury. She attended prestigious schools and summered on private islands. Yet beneath the veneer of wealth, Anita yearned for something more, something real, something true. One sweltering summer afternoon, her chauffeured limousine took an unexpected detour through the bustling heart of the city. Anita found herself captivated by a young man, his brows slick with sweat as he unloaded crates by the riverside. Dandy, with his calloused hands and sun-kissed smile, was a world apart from her privileged existence. Their eyes met across the crowded street. In that instant, a spark ignited between them, a connection that transcended their disparate worlds. Anita, used to polite conversation and superficial charm, found herself drawn to Dandy's rough edges and genuine spirit. They began to meet secretly, stealing moments of happiness amidst the chaos of their lives. Dandy introduced Anita to the simple pleasures of shared laughter and stolen kisses under the moonlight. Anita, in turn, shared her love for poetry and her dreams of a world beyond her gilded cage. As Anita and Dandy's bond deepened, so too did the chasm between their worlds. News of their clandestine meetings reached the ears of Anita's parents. Her mother, a woman who saw societal connections as the only currency worth having, was aghast. Her father, used to bending the world to his will, vowed to keep them apart. Confrontations were heated and tearful. Anita's parents, blinded by their own ambitions for their daughter, pleaded with her to see reason. Dandy, they argued, was nothing but a distraction, a threat to their carefully constructed world. Anita, torn between her love for Dandy and her loyalty to her family, found herself at a crossroads. The life she had always known suddenly felt suffocating, a gilded cage that stifled her very soul. Dandy, ever the optimist, whispered promises of a future together, a life built on love rather than wealth. He painted pictures of a simple life, filled with laughter, hard work, and the unbreakable bond of family. Anita's parents, desperate to regain control of their daughter, resorted to increasingly drastic measures. They threatened to cut her off financially, to sever all ties with her if she continued to see Dandy. They whispered poisonous words in her ear, painting Dandy as an opportunist seeking to exploit her wealth. Yet, the more they pushed, the more Anita pulled away. The love she shared with Dandy had become a beacon of hope in a world that suddenly felt cold and uncaring. For the first time in her life, Anita found herself defying her parents, her voice trembling but resolute. One stormy night, unable to bear the thought of a life without Dandy, Anita made a choice. Packing a small bag, she slipped out of her family's opulent mansion and into the waiting arms of her love. As she drove away with Dandy, the city lights blurring in the rain-streaked windows, she felt a surge of both exhilaration and trepidation. She was leaving behind everything she had ever known, stepping into the unknown with nothing but love as her guide. Life with Dandy was a world away from the pampered existence Anita had always known. They moved into a small, cramped apartment in a rundown neighborhood. Anita, accustomed to a life of servants and luxury, found herself scrubbing floors and mending clothes. Yet despite the challenges, Anita was happy. She had never felt so alive, so connected to the world around her. Dandy's love was a constant source of strength, his embrace a haven from the storm. Then, one morning, just as the first rays of dawn were breaking, Anita received news that would change her life forever. She was pregnant. Overwhelmed with a mixture of joy and fear, she shared the news with Dandy. Dandy, his face pale and his hands trembling, stared at the positive pregnancy test. The weight of responsibility, the reality of their situation crashed down upon him. He was just a boy, barely out of his teens, ill-equipped to be a father.